Hello and welcome back to the program.
And the award
I
for
am
weakest
your
opening
host.
goes to James.
And the award for Will can go screw himself goes to Will because he can go screw himself.
Yeah, I mean, that assumes that I'm the only one that can do it.
Yeah, freaking Will.
Considering
Freaking Will. The award for freaking Will goes to freaking Will.
Dinkelberg. uh,
Dingleberg.
so James, I gotta ask you a question. Did you know that you can that we're not gonna miss any important plot, by the way. It's just like a dude
Yelling
See,
at
look,
the
here he is.
heretic. Heretic yelling
Boom,
back.
See, just a dude. So anyways. Oh, jeez.
It's a trap.
By the way, I added some skulls because James was complaining that it was too easy. Also, James was complaining that he was mad because I kited him into a conversation that just makes him look like an idiot. And I said, but James, that doesn't require me to make you look like an idiot. I wonder how he talks with that giant thing in his mouth.
Oh, I forgot. I got reload mixed up with camo, active camo. So yeah, that's the thing. Holy moly!
All right.
Flood,
So
flood,
anyways, so James, I gotta ask you a question.
Yes.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Did you know that once you reach a certain age, or you've had 2 kids, I think, you can sell one of your testicles, ranging from $10,000 to $35,000, depending on where you go. Did you know that?
That sounds amazing, actually.
It does. You can pay if depending on what car it is, you can pay for an entire car.
Yeah.
So
I just keep some of my sperm frozen, and then
well,
I
James,
sell my testicles.
You can only sell one. They won't let you sell both unless you're born with 3 testicles, and they'll let you sell 2. Presuming all 3 of them work.
Well,
but
I can tell you my 3 buddies are fully functional.
Well, good for you. So anyways, I had to explain to a group of my friends why it was a good financial investment one day to sell one of your testicles. I was like, well, listen, if you want to buy a car and you don't have the money for it and you really need that car, I mean, you only really need one to get the job done. It's like a kidney. You only really need one. And they're like, but that's your manhood. And I'm like, yeah, and you only need one. There are people all the time that are only born with one.
So what if I reach down to scratch and then there's only one there? How's that gonna feel?
Well, I can guarantee you that after the surgery it's gonna be very painful once you run out of painkillers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, well, I'm dead now. Bye.
Bye, Will. It was good talking to you.
Yep. Alright,
I think
see you
we
next
really
time.
connected there. Oh, gosh.
Bye.
Don't touch me.
So anyways.
Next time on the program, James does his own thing now.
Oh, James, you're dead too. Sorry. Better luck next time.
I just remembered this isn't Borderlands. I've been playing Borderlands a lot recently.
Oh, yeah?
Death carries no weight.
Well...
But this isn't Borderlands.
Borderlands, it still carries some weight. You lose money. Increasingly more.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as, as going back to the last checkpoint. A
No,
boss fight kind of loses its weight.
Hey, James, I died.
Oh, gosh darn it! Oh. I'm feeling like a wiener right now.
So, James, what was that about you saying it was too easy? What about now?
Yeah, I get it, Will. I freaking hate you. Go die.
So, in case we don't get it on this try, we're gonna have to quit, and we're gonna restart the episode. Maybe. Well, we'll probably still have this part in.
Yeah,
but
I
if
feel
we
like they'd love to see our flops.
Yeah, seriously. They'd probably like to see our flips as well.
Yep. Flip-flops. They want to see our flip-flops, too. Some people are into that. I don't judge.
I don't like flip-flops. Have you ever had flip-flops before? They get up all inside your feet, and it's gross. And then one time,
Yeah, I don't like flip-flops either.
I went to Carowinds. If you know where, obviously you know what that is, but it's a theme park.
No, I have no idea what Carowinds is. It's
Shut up,
almost
James.
like I didn't grow up beside it, right beside
shut
it.
up, James. Shush. So, anyways, they I went to Carowinds one time, and I was wearing flip-flops, and I did a misstep, and then like it cut open my toe.
Ew. Ugh. Ugh. Oh gosh. That sounds like the opposite of fun.
It was the opposite of fun. I hate theme parks.
Yeah, me too.
'Cause there's a bunch of crowds, a bunch of waiting for a whole lot of nothing. And
I'm a
it's
huge
hot.
wuss.
Well, it's not that.
when
Because
it comes to
I like going on roller coasters. It's fun, but it's not worth the wait, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Wow, you were just over there, teabagging in the air, and you almost got killed, and I saved you.
I was trying to remember if it was toggle crouch or whatever the other one is called. BT dubstep, for me it's toggle crouch.
Toggle or click or hold,
Click.
whatever.
Yeah.
So James, do you have
Yes?
any interesting stories to tell? Because this is a really boring part of the mission.
Yeah. Not that I know of at the moment.
James.
We can talk about my email subject line that I sent you recently.
So, James always has to email me his audio
Audio.
and
You having trouble with audio there, Will?
no, you're the one that always has trouble with audio, actually.
That's a different story altogether.
Mr. I used my laptop for almost all the recording except for the last hour of Saints Row 4.
Instead of the very nice, very expensive. Well, I don't know how expensive it is. I don't know the price range, but
It was like
very nice.
It was somewhere between
mic.
$100 and $250. I can't
Oh,
remember.
man.
That, like, I say that as if it's not a big deal, but it really was. It's just I've got a terrible memory.
Yeah.
And it's not
And-
really what I need to be focusing on right now.
What he needs to be focusing on right now is the flood, but yes.
Yeah, not dying.
Because
Because
James is bad at
I mean,
about dying.
let's be honest. If oh jeez, my brain's just falling apart here lately. Isn't the main objective of life is to not die?
Not die.
Yeah.
I don't know. It all depends on your outlook. But
Yeah, I guess.
back
Okay, so
back to
anyways,
the email subject.
So, I don't know if you guys know this, but just sending audio is tedious in itself, but also downloading onto your computer is also very tedious. And me and James kind of have the same habit where if we find something very boring and tedious, we'll just try and make it as fun for ourselves as possible. And one of the episodes of Saints Row 4, if you recall, if you watched it, if you haven't, then, well, what are you doing here? That's a silly question. Yes. So, we were talking about anal fisting. Like, I was anally fisting James. I think the question was, like, if you got $1 billion, but I had to, every time you bought something, I had to fully submerge my fist into your anus, and you're like, no. I was like, why not? So anyways, so James sends me this email, and he's like, this is really boring, and I hate sending audio. And I'm like, I don't blame you. I hate downloading it on my computer, because I have to go through like 3 different tabs, because it's like, I have to go to my email, and then I have to open it up, and then I have to click on it, and then it's like, and I have to click download, and then it's like, we can't guarantee that there's no virus on here. And I'm like, fine, download. Then it downloads, and I have to wait for it to download so that it doesn't like break or anything. By the way, that was a sick move that I just did. It was like Smash Brothers, except I actually know how to recover from falling in this game. as opposed to Smash Brothers. But anyways.
I'm sorry that you suck, Will.
Yeah, well, what can I say? One time I was doing a Smash Brothers tournament at the gamer club at my school one time, and I almost won just by button mashing, because I wasn't even using the I wasn't even using a controller. I was using a Wii remote and a nunchuck. So I was just like, I don't know what any of these buttons do. So I was just mashing them, and I almost won, but I kept on jumping off the edge. So
that is beautiful, Will.
Because in my opinion, those controls are very floaty with the Wiimote and stuff.
So anyways, that one time that we like played through. Well, yeah, I can finish that.
No. Go ahead.
Remember that one time that we played Super Smash Brothers and like we just put on 100 lives and like we tried to see how long it'd take for us to get to the bottom of the 100 lives. We ended up just killing ourselves randomly for no reason.
Yeah, it's because neither of us have like. I have the patience for some things, but that is not one of them.
Yeah. By the way, I'm dead, so like be careful.
Oh. Well. So anyways. So James is like, this is really boring for me. So I'm going to make it fun for myself. I'm just gonna write down any subject line that I think is funny. So I receive an email in the middle, or at like 2 in the morning, because he sends it around 11, and I didn't receive it until about 2. And I was still up because I'm insomniac. So I see that I've received an email, so I just pull down the little tab on from the top of my phone, and I just see James almost listing. I'm gonna have to bleep out that, huh? Because I said it without thinking. Well.
Oh shoot! I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Wow. I did that. We were just talking about how that's we've accidentally made that a running gag, and
for every series now.
Yeah, and I'm like, because I knew it was gonna happen at some point in time. I just didn't realize it was gonna be me that did it.
So I'm just gonna be the one who does it for the next one. Oh shoot. Okay, but yeah, I'm just gonna be the one who does it for the next one now. I'm gonna like slip up, say like. You want me to just do it now? Go ahead and say my last name so that...
No. James, it's like game of tag. I do it for Halos and you do the other games. James, honestly all that it comes down to is I don't want you to say it again because I don't want
to edit it again?
That's just more work that I have to do. That's just one more thing I have to remember. Cuz
I could reference one thing that'd give you even more work, but I'm pretty sure you'd kill me. So
it's not that I don't mind editing. I actually really like it, but I only have a finite amount of time,
Mm-hmm.
And if you've never edited anything before, you don't quite understand what I mean by that, because it's not that editing... well, it does, depending on the project. But the most tedious part of it is definitely rendering, because we were actually planning on recording, because I had planned on... it didn't go exactly as planned, because I was planning on rendering something, because he was going to eat, then I was going to eat, and all that was going to be while the video was rendering. But then I ate... the food was available far before than I thought it would, so we just sat around for an hour and a half. Well, I'm dead. And you're dead too. Great. Is everyone enjoying the playthrough so far?
That was my fault, actually. I got mixed up a little bit.
Yeah, huh?
Very mixed up. I was like, oh yeah, I'll zoom in. I threw a grenade, because I haven't used Halo controls in a while. I just tried to reload and I went into active camo, but whatever.
So you killed us both, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, it's birthday party for Grunz! But yeah, I killed us both. And it was funny watching your body fly off in the distance.
What was I talking about?
I don't freaking know.
Come on, man.
I screwed us up. Listen, they had to wait so long for us to get for them to get the punchline for the anal fisting joke.
Dude,
really.
I kind of feel bad because I have a bad habit of getting off track really easily.
Yeah. We went through 7 tangents before we got to the end of that story. And now you have to bleep out part of that story.
Tangent friggin' sucks. I hate that. Cosine and sine are much easier.
Yeah.
Shout out to my math nerds that get that joke.
Ayo.
Or physics nerds. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Well, physics is basically like applied math. Just
Yeah.
very, very, very applied math.
We already had this discussion off screen, and it's not a very interesting discussion to have. So anyways, we man, I had the story. Then we started talking about how we forget about stories. Leave it to me to come up with a way to forget.
Those elites look like way too realistic to me.
He looks like a predator.
Mouth stuff. Yeah, you are one ugly mother. Okay.
Okay, so you know, so you know what I was just thinking about? You know, I know you know, and I assume that people know as well. You know Pro Jared, right?
Absolutely.
I wonder how many comments he got whenever the Subway Jared was found out to be a child molester.
I don't even know, man.
Nope, I'm dead.
Oh shoot, you're dead? Retreat! Retreat! You ready to watch James suddenly become a pro?
That's why this episode is going on longer, because we died a lot. So I kind of feel bad.
Oh shoot.
And I don't think this episode's, we're probably just gonna play this mission until it's over.
All right.
Because it's not that much longer, so there's really no point. Yeah.
What's the use?
All right. All right. So I promise, I'll if I don't remember the story that we were telling, I'll go back and find out what we were talking about, and I'll bring it up next episode. Because I honestly have no idea. I can't, and I guarantee you, there's gonna be little to no payoff for that story as well.
Leave a comment below about how angry you are that we never finished that story. Oh shoot! Oh okay.
Well,
oh yep,
James,
I fell to my death.
We never really finished many stories. Actually, it's really funny though, because whenever I go back and edit these, and we're talking about a story but we don't finish it, I don't realize it, or I'm like, what is the rest of that story? Oh well. Because you know, even then I'm just as clueless.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What if we just have a story that we always mention but we never finish, and it suddenly becomes like an overarching theme for us?
James, out of the two series that we've already completed, I think we already have enough unintentionally running gags.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
oh gosh.
What was the other one?
Tell my wife I love her.
ML James. You want to go ahead and insert that one here? There you go.
You know what's one thing this series hasn't gotten yet? ML James.
Well, whenever I mention it, I'm going to put it there.
Yeah, I know.
Don't do it whenever James says it. Do it whenever I say it.
Because I sound like an idiot.
Of the
I sound
future.
like an idiot.
Oh,
Hashtag
right. That
James
reminds
is an
me.
Idiot, 2K15.
So, James, whenever this game comes out, or whenever this episode comes out, Fallout 4 will be out.
Man, I can't wait for this game to come out.
So how do you like it so far? Oh, wait, that's right. You don't have it, scrub.
I really love the sex scene.
I have it.
It really gets very in detail, and I like the part that's a Fallout.
Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Well,
especially the part of the Fallout that has to do with the number 4.
Yeah.
I like that the fourth Fallout to happen.
I like how they decided to go with the 50s theme this time around, and the post-apocalyptic theme, instead of it just being about friends who no longer are friends. Yeah, they were going with nuclear fallout this time instead of like falling out of a
emotional relationship.
Yeah. It's a pretty interesting direction, I gotta say. But you know. By the way, they're shooting as if the Banshees have shields. They do in Halo 5, but in this game they do not.
Yeah. What I think is funny is that if you switch between the classic and the anniversary for that part, like, it looks so underwhelming for with the classic graphics. Because like you look at the anniversary graphics and it's like this super epic fight, And the classic graphics, it's like,
Yeah. It's a lot like that in this game. But hey, back in 2004, whenever Halo 2 came out, it was really impressive. By the way, just as a heads up, in case the video game audio and the actual game sound out of sync, is because I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it'll show up, but I'm pretty sure that the game has already dropped frames twice. So sorry for that in advance. I'll fix it, like I can look it up how to fix it, but I don't know. There's really no answer to that question, unfortunately. But hey, at least I don't have two lines of audio this time.
Do you think like we could resync in the middle or something? Do you think that's something?
Well, we can resync at the end. Okay. But that's behind the scenes stuff that people don't. Well, people probably care about it. People like me would care about it. But
yeah. I like to learn about how people sync sometimes.
Well, it's basically the exact same thing. We basically do the same. Well, whenever you have it, it really depends. Whenever you have multiple whenever you have, it depends on what you're on and what all you have going on. Like just as an example, Funhouse, they have a webcam, audio and video, so they do a clap sync, and at the same time they're clicking something. Achievement Hunter, they just say this is whoever syncing on the dashboard or the main menu, and they do 1 2 3 1 2 3. So it all really depends on who it is.
Could you watch where you shoot next time, Will?
Problem solved. I nailed it.
Funniest part was it zoomed in on my dead body, and he just sort of did a seizure, or like had a spasm afterwards, like almost like a horror movie villain at the end of a movie, where it's like he does that little last scare sort of thing.
Or in Ride to Hell, whenever you cut that one guy's throat open, and he starts jiggling around. That's pretty funny.
Oh gosh. Ride to Hell. Why was that a thing ever?
Dude, I don't know.
I want them heretic shades. Look at that.
Right?
Look at that. Like, that's a guy that you wouldn't want to mess with, man.
Well, I don't want to mess with the Arbiter because, I mean, he's voiced by Keith David.
Yeah.
And if you know us, you know how much we love Keith David.
Yeah.
Like if you watched
many Keith David rants.
Yeah. Love the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, all that's happening is, you know, you would I guess, the heretic, he's like, I'm going to become a martyr so that the Arbiter might understand. So, just so that he'll see his point of view, I guess. You know, it's really funny. This game really is the only Halo game with boss fights. To my knowledge. Well, I mean, there's also that mini one in Halo 3 where you shoot Guilty Spark a few times.
Yeah.
But then there's also boom, dead. I got him, James. Boss fight over.
Huh?
I imagine that's a million times harder on what's it called? Legendary. But we're playing on normal because we want to actually finish the game in this year in a decent amount of parts. So actually we actually did this we actually recorded this mission a while ago, but why did James, do you remember why? Oh right, it's because the microphone you did have was really terrible, so that's why I got you that one. So
it sounded like a very crappy.
It sounded like
the bottom of a trash can.
It sounded like if it's like whenever you're in one of those long bathrooms, instead of like it being a square, it's like a rectangle, and the microphone was at one end of the bathroom and he was at the other.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
I've improved it though. First off, the mic is closer to me now, and it's a better mic. So now I can get up
And you
close
actually
and personal
decided
with
to,
our conversation.
and then you checked the Audacity file, and you're like, yes, this microphone is selected, not my laptop one.
Will! Delta Halo
Yeah.
worked! Delta
Oh
Halo
my God.
worked! Delta Halo, Delta Halo,
You know-
Delta Halo worked!
You know what's really funny though? Last
What?
time we recorded this, it's probably better that it didn't work, because then we caught the problem. Otherwise, we would have recorded
Delta
way
Halo
more.
worked. Yeah, Delta Halo worked. Guys, this is a huge milestone for us. Hashtag Delta Halo worked.
Hashtag Halo 2 is actually working. Yay!
Yeah. Hashtag life is good. Hashtag. Hashtag.
Wow, what a loser! He just dropped a cigarette out of it, or cigar, out of his mouth. You know, I think the foreigners must have really loved the galaxy, because they put several rings on it.
Yeah. It could make attention, put a ring on it.
Shut up. I was really hoping for you to just, it just being one of the, James, I don't think you went over the script, because after I said that joke, you were supposed to leave a long pause of disappointment, and you didn't.
Nope. You left. You're the one that was disappointed at this point.
Yeah, joke's on me. So I don't know if you saw it, but in the little tiny bulkhead, you can see the reflection of Johnson. So
ODST.
this cutscene makes a million times more sense than the HD. It also looks a lot cooler.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna flip back and forth because I don't want to.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like flipping around rapidly with the camera. Oh look, he's got a little teddy bear. Oh wait, is that a monkey? It's a monkey.
Aww. Why is he being a?
Well, it's because
Except
those two
that,
races.
that
are
cutscene like
infected.
painted them. That like painted them as like not very bad guys though. Like they were just like.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Here we are.
That was
just
really
being
cool.
jerks to each other, but like.
Master Chief just kicks the door open. Master Chief is really cool.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
So James, you know my pet peeve with nines, right?
With what?
With nines?
Oh yes. Yes.
We're gonna go for an extra minute
Okay.
because
Now we're gonna talk about our. Oh my gosh!
what?
Oh,
Oh,
Master
plasma
Chief just
pistol.
got sent
Calm
for a
down.
tumble off a cliff.
Oh, James. Don't you know
What?
that Tumblr is a website, not a Master Chief?
I am going to destroy you.
You know what's really funny? I didn't know what Tumblr was until about 3 months ago. I just knew that it was a social media website.
Now, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I also never really knew what 4chan was until a few months ago as well, because I never really paid that much attention. I just knew that it's where everything originates from.
Yes. Literally everything. If it's a meme,
Yes.
it came from 4chan.
Uh,
Alright, you know how
who
you don't
doesn't
like
those
nines?
dank memes? Yeah, I do. I didn't realize that there was a rocket launcher up here.
It's not a 9
Oh,
anymore.
excuse me. Yeah, I know. Maybe I just wanted to hang out with the audience for a little bit longer. Maybe I don't want to let go, James. I know the saying is...
Never let go, Jack. Never let
well,
go,
I was
Will.
going to say... I've never seen that movie. And I don't think you have either. I think we already mentioned this. Anyways, I was going to say the old saying, if you let it go and it comes back, it truly loves you. I'm afraid that's not going to be true with the audience. I think they might be like, finally I can go.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Maybe. They just leave us forever.
Just like you.
Well,
As soon as I let
if
you
you
out of
guys
your
come
cage.
back, if you guys come back for the next episode, what were you thinking? But yeah,
I'm sorry
but
for
what are
the
you thinking
supreme
now?
lack of dank memes.
Yeah, sorry, man.
I'll talk about
Oh, is
memes
it
though,
dank
if
meme
you want me
though?
to. Me?
ML James. ML
Nope.
James.
Nope.
Dank meme. It's gonna become a
No.
dank meme. I'm making it.
No. James.
Dank meme.
James, I don't think you realize I'm not going to let that happen. It's like whenever Britney Spears asked the internet to stop making memes of her and that weird with her weird face, and then on that day there was like 1 million of them at once.
Yep.
That's the way you break the internet, is you ask people to not do things, and then they do them.
Okay, audience. Now,
That went on way longer
been
than
fun.
I was expecting.
It's been fun talking to you guys.
Expect another
Please
half-hour
get out of
episode
here
next.
for this episode.
Get out while you
Yeah.
still can. They kept me trapped here.
Run, 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 run.
That wasn't me.
Help me.
Help.
Of course it wasn't.
All
Alright.
right. Well, bye.
Hello and welcome to the program where we're dead on the inside.